Antonio, congratulations. First game of the season, emphatic win. How pleased are you with the performance and with the result as well?
I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased because mm, against Southampton, especially for me, wasn't easy last season. We dropped 5 points because we drew away and then we lost at home. Instead, this game was really positive also because we started 1-0 down. I think we didn't deserve to stay 1-0 down, but at the same time we found the effort to continue to play, to believe in what we are working, and to score for goals. But honestly, I think we could score more goals in this game. Really pleased for because it was our after game. Many players played for on the whole game. Yeah, now we have to continue in this way.
How pleased are you with the reaction after going 1-0 down? Because from outside, it looked like a very mature performance from your players.
Yeah, a good reaction of my team. It wasn't easy, and to go 1-0 down after you were leading the game. But despite this, and we continue to play, we continue to believe, to trust in the situation that we try during the training session, and then we scored. We scored 4 goals. I think our fans enjoyed this type of attitude, this type of football. The intensity. My team was really aggressive in every moment of the game. Yeah, I think a really good start for us. But you know very well, in on Sunday, next Sunday, we have to play against Chelsea. Chelsea last season in 12 days and 2 weeks, they've beaten us 3 times, but they deserve to win. And I think for us it would be a good match, and also to understand, to understand which is our level.
Tell me about Kulusevski. When he came halfway last season, he surprised so many people. He's continuing on this emphatic performance. He scored, he assisted today. Are you surprised of his contribution to the team and how key it became to your team at the moment?
No, I'm not surprised because don't forget last season, I think in January with Deki and Rodrigo, I think we signed 2 important players for us, and Deki, but also Rodrigo today played a really good game. Pierre Obier, for sure. Deki is really young. He's only 22 years. I think he has a really good future in front of us, but it will be very important for him to continue to work in this way, in the way that he's working, very hard and with great intention, with focus. Yeah, we're talking, I repeat, about a player that in the future can become a really top player.
You didn't need to use any of your signings. You kind of substitute some players after the result was secured. But did you have a chance to assess the 4 signings that you managed to bring in the second half?
I always say that we signed the players to because we needed to sign players because the squad was really poor of players, and when you have to face 4 competitions and to play also Champions League, you need to improve the squad, and we tried. No, we did this, and. But it doesn't mean that the new signing has to play regularly, or they have to fight like the other, and then to show me that they are better than the old players. But I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased because Ricci and Clement, Bissouma, all the players that we signed, and they showed me that they are reliable and they can help us a lot. But I prefer for this first game to start with the same players of the last season, because in this moment they have football knowledge more football knowledge than the new players. Apart even Perisic, because Perisic is another important player for us. He's recovering his best physical condition, and I repeat, and I think we did on the transfer market. We used the common sense, I said, because we tried to become stronger to face for competitions.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
We've just seen Tottenham come back from a goal down to beat Southampton 4-1 in North London. It's their biggest opening day win since 1986. Dejan Kulusevski with a goal and an assist to his name, and we can hear from him now.
Congratulations on the win. It is a big scoreline, but there were some difficult moments in the match, particularly at the beginning. How pleased are you, though, to have overcome those moments?
We're very pleased. It was, like you said, it was not an easy game, and then when you go down 1-0 at home, it's not nice after 10 minutes. The goal they scored was very good. It was hard to protect it, but in the end we scored, and then we just played, and we scored 4 at the end. We could score a lot more, but I love how this team is playing because we create so many chances to score. The fans were amazing, and it's fun to play football.
And talking about a good performance, I mean, you had a big hand in the end result, a goal and an assist. I mean, you really looked to be enjoying yourself back out there in front of the home fans. How good did it feel to be back?
I cannot lie, I missed it for real. It seemed like it was too long time ago, and then friendly game is not the same. You love the fans, you know this is your home, so it was amazing to play in front of the fans, in front of the family, and I really enjoyed it.
Well, when he came last January, he certainly made an impact at Tottenham, and he's almost picked up where he left off, Jermaine.
Really sharp today. I thought his overall performance was brilliant, really direct. Goal and assist on opening day, it's the perfect start, but his goal was, he took the goal really well. You know, he just used the defender, and instead of just hitting it hard, just caressed it into the corner. Brilliant. His whole performance today was brilliant.
He's super reliable in the build-up, reliable with his defensive work. If he can add more goals to his game, then he's going to be a real find, because goals, he didn't score too many when he was in Italy. Yeah. But he seems to be playing with more freedom and more confidence in this Spurs side.
What did you like about his finish today?
Just calm, wasn't it? He looked a player full of confidence in a team that's well balanced. Everything about them today looked good and efficient, and you know, he just made the right decision. Go after Southampton and get the game put to bed was a real positive thing for the fans to see and for the manager to see. Look how pleased he was.
Yeah, absolutely. He's always full of passion and emotion, isn't he, Antonio Conte? And we love seeing that on the pitch side. But what about his assist for Ryan Sessegnon? It was almost put on a plate for him, Jermaine.
I just spoke about it before. I mean, the ball comes out to him here, and I think he's only got one thought in his mind, to come back inside and just whip it in that danger zone. And you see here, so much pace on the cross, and all you got to do is just connect. And because you're so close to the goal, so difficult for the goalkeeper to react and save that. But the ball was, it's a forward's dream, isn't it, to get crosses like that. Yeah. But yeah, this was brilliant. What a cross!
I think with the likes of Kulusevski and Perisic, you know, more people like that, you're not so Richarlison coming in. You're not so reliant on Son and Kane now. Yeah. You're not just looking at the team sheet and going, Son, Kane, where are you? They've won 4-1 today. Neither of them have scored.
Yeah, exactly.
You mentioned Richarlison, who's back from suspension in the next game. Is there a decision to be made by Conte?
Yeah, I don't think he'd be scared to make a decision, would he?
No. But the question is, what would you do? Do you stick by Kulusevski, or do you bring in your new signing?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I mean, if I was the manager, you keep the same team. The team has scored 4 goals at home. There's no need to change the team. I think players now understand that, you know, you can't expect to play in the next game if the team have won so convincingly today. So you don't really. I'm sure Richarlison ain't going to expect to start. It's still early days, but you know he'll probably go with the same team.
There's lots of games coming up.
And there's so many games. So you use the squad. Yeah. There's a lot of games.
You know, you've got Champions League, Tottenham are in now. They've got 2 domestic cups. It's competition in the forward areas they've been lacking. Now they've got plenty of it. So positive signs, good start.
Eric Dyer continuing the momentum from last season, and if he'd impressed in a defensive capacity last season, he got on the score sheet today. In fact, his first goal for 3 years today, Danny.
Yeah, well, we've seen him in England shirt score good free kicks and be a goal threat. I mean, to not score in 3 years is really poor, really, for a player of his size and his stature in the opposing box. But that's a really clever little header.
It's a good goal, this.
Yeah, and when we can criticise the defending all day long, but still, you've got to put it in the back of the net. And he should be scoring more. As I say, he's a big presence.
Because his presence, yeah.
Yeah, and he's good in the air and the other defensively in the opposing box, in his own box. So in the opposing
confident, he looks fit, he looks lean. In that system, so perfect for him. But like Danny said, you know, with his presence, I'm sure he'll get more goals. But the goal today was good.
His feet out.
No.
Yeah. How concerned would Ralph Hasenhüttl be today at another defensive collapse? Something that was rearing its head a few times last season.
With the amount of goals that they concede. Yeah, of course. I mean, there's ways you can lose games. Then, you know, players, they'll get up to speed after 5-6 games.
I still think that's worrying.
Do you?
But to concede like that many goals again in the first game, it is worrying.
The way, like you said, the way you concede them, lack of concentration, bad decisions. These weren't, some of those goals Tottenham haven't had to work too hard to make. The first one was a brilliant goal.
Yeah, but Kulusevski's finish was too easy. Was it?
It is too easy.
Yeah.
Even the Dyer header, you know, it was second phase, too easy. He'll be watching that with the players on Monday.
Because when you watch Kulusevski's goal, there's no one
pressure.
engages. There's no pressure on the ball, and it's sort of like there was no movement in the box. You know, it just stood still, and he controlled it, and it's too easy. And just got a reaction. Kept playing, and if you watch the goal, you know it's a good goal. I think Kulusevski comes inside, a wicked ball across the goal into that danger zone, and Sessegnon coming in at the back post, great header.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the way Southampton took the lead. Technically, we already know, of course, James Ward-Prowse is up there amongst the Premier League's best. And he showed real composure here, Danny.
Well, when I saw it was him, it was falling to. I fancied him because he knows how to hit a ball. He's deliberately hit that into the ground because of the way the balls come towards him. And time again, we see him score goals from that range. And it was what Southampton started well. We talked about this before. They were going to start well and go after Tottenham. They weren't going to sit back and let Tottenham have it their own way. And actually, it gave Tottenham a kick up the backside.
Yeah. It was a lead that only lasted 8 minutes. As you quite rightly said, Ryan Sessegnon with a terrific far post header. But how much of this was down to the ball from Dejan Kulusevski?
Oh, it's a ball. I mean, the ball was brilliant. You see here, it goes out wide. Only one thing on his mind, to just get on his left foot and just whip it across that I like to call it the red zone. And, you know, great delivery. One of those deliveries, keeper can't do anything, keeper can't come. Good movement by Sessegnon, just holding that at the back post there. Good timing, and gets in, and you should obviously score from that.
I think it's vitally important if you play three at the back that your wing backs are contributing with goals and assists. You've got to have wing backs who want to get in on the back post and score some goals and want to deliver some quality balls. We've seen it. We saw it with Chelsea's wing backs when they missed them last year. It's going to be a big factor for Tottenham this season. Yeah,
first league goal for Tottenham for Ryan Sessegnon. You might be fascinated to learn. Yeah, his first league goal, and particularly when they've got 2 new wing backs in over the summer. His position is under pressure, of course, so he'll want to stake a claim, and scoring goals, of course, will do no harm. Tottenham then completed the comeback in the first half. Eric Dyer, another defender on the score sheet, as deft a header as you like.
Yeah, it was a clever little header. It wasn't good defending from Southampton from a secondary after the corner. This comes out, you know, guides it in. The pace is already on the ball from Son. But it's when you're defending a secondary ball after a set play, defenders they switch off.
Yeah.
And it's a classic case of there's a 3v2 in the middle of the box. Good goal from Tottenham's point of view, but I think Southampton will be fuming over that because it's lack of concentration. It's not real quality. Second phase, yeah.
When instead of sort of like trying to latch onto someone, you're more or less trying to just squeeze and get to the edge of the box instead of sort of like trying to mark someone in that's going to cause danger in that, and obviously the header was a good header.